sparks in the sky. Every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is SIM500, this is where you stand. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. Our racing engines scream. Short track raging, super speedway calm. Turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity, riding that knife. Loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feathering the throttle on the razor's edge. Praying that Neko don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down. Taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes. Old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. Our racing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN. Long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall. Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. Our racing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights. Wheel to wheel and side by side, this is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500. Lights up, rigs on, tempers running high. This ain't just a lobby, this is SIM500. From the papyrus days to the laser line, old school soul in a new age grind. Premier series where the best come bleed. Pixel scars from the dirty clean speed. Monday lights, next gen roar. Club cars pounding on a digital shore. Every restart, heart rate red line. Chasing one more win in the sky. Every single lap is do or die. You can feel that thunder through the wheel in your hands. This is SIM500, this is where you stand. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. Our racing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. Wednesday warriors door to door, league night fist through a fiber core. Short track raging, super speedway calm. Turn 3 chaos in your sweaty palms. Thursday Xfinity, riding that knife. Loose off too, yeah, that's real life. Feather in the throttle on the razor's edge. Praying that Neko don't cash your pledge. Gloves on tight, we don't back down. Taking every inch on this battleground. You can feel those ghosts in the legacy lanes. Old school legends whispering your name. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. Our racing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to that checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. Monday night, next gen fire. Wednesday night, lead the desire. Thursday night, Xfinity burn. Sunday night, Trans-Savage turn. Crowded up, 3 wide line, pushing fade on the high side climb. Say the name, feel the flood. SIM500 in your blood. Sunday storms in the Trans-Service GN. Long run grind where you forged again. Fuel runs tight, tires screaming no, but you hold that wheel, never letting go. Every season page is a scar on the wall. Hall of Fame names that refuse to fall. From rookies in FFB shaking fear to champions crowned in the premiere. SIM500 nights, we're burning up the sky. Our racing engines scream, we're never saying die. From the green to the white to the checkered light, we're built on grind, not luck or hype. SIM500, this is our life. SIM500 nights, SIM500 fights. Wheel to wheel and side by side, this is where the legends ride. SIM500, this is our life. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Welcome to SIM500.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody. This is Jason here with Signature Esports, and tonight we are live from virtual Talladega Superspeedway, night number 2 for the WBD Diecast SIM500 Truck Series, race 3 of the chase. And it does not get any bigger than this. We've had a 2.66 mile super speedway, a full field of hungry drivers, and a championship fight that is wide open. There's no cut line in this format. The next 3 races, including tonight at Talladega, are a straight points battle. Every lap led bonus, every hard charger, every point that you could get is going to matter. Every spot in this line can swing this championship, no matter how you look at it. And coming into Talladega, it is a battle. It is a battle of drivers. It's a battle of the ages. It's a battle of all that would be. And here's a look at your championship standings. Justin Fuller sits on top of the standings, 2091, with a 5-point cushion over Stephen Miles. We say barely hanging on. Stephen Miles really good at super speedways. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with tonight. Tommy Ryan only 8 points out. David Schildhouse a single point behind that. You throw in Brian Macklin, Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton, and you've got a top 7 that is separated by barely more than a handful of points. You see the chase kind of working in that direction. That's where it is. Now, as if Talladega wasn't spicy enough, well, let's take a look at the race information. It's going to be as such. Here at the 2.66 mile length racing surface, you're going to see 75% fuel. Rodriguez has turned the knob on a little further tonight. It's going to crank it up just a touch. And we're going to have to see some fuel management out of the drivers. Means you're going to have a shorter green flag run windows. There's going to be more pit stops. There's going to be a whole lot of strategy and maybe some chaos on pit road. We'll see how that'll fare out for the drivers. You're going to see a lot of thinking about fuel from the drop of the green flag, and it's going to be a blast to see. I'm excited. No fast prepare for the drivers. Track temperature at 87 degrees, 83 degrees on the air temperature, 36% humidity. We saw clear, cloudy skies throughout practice, and that's going to matter when it comes to what these drivers are going to do. 65 laps tonight, 4 sets of tires total, and it's going to be a blast. Big packs are going to matter, not just pack racing, but maybe sitting 3rd or 4th in line is going to be good because you're going to be able to save a little bit of fuel in that as well. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. And it's all about when that big one's going to happen, too. Tommy Ryan's going to be your pole sitter tonight. Tyler Dalton, your outside pole sitter. We'll see Wesley Donaldson, Mark Jorgensen Jr. in row number 2. Stephen Miles, David Schildhouse, row number 3. Bobby Wetzel, Chad Coleman are going to be out there, row number 4. Nick Silver, Brian Macklin in row number 5. Row 6 is going to come down to Justin Fuller and Robert Fryery. The 3rd row 7 is going to be Jeff Ryan and Nelson Rivera. John Higman Jr. is going to be out there with Randy Yoakum. We're going to see E.J. O'Rourke with Rick Swavely out there in row 9. Row 10 is going to be Joey Argentina, Troy Height. Then we'll have Ron Holyfield out there with John Fowler, Bentley Glazer, Charles Woods through the mix. And then the last drivers out there, Kevin Stone, Doug Sigmund, Mark Schrader, Gerald Livingston, and Logan Kogar. All the drivers ready to rock and roll. Some drivers getting some penalties out of the race. That was last week, so we'll see what those drivers are going to do. I think one driver was supposed to start for pit road, but I think they're good to go. Logan Kogar is back out there. Good to see him out there. And we're going to see how this one will fare out for the drivers. So we have a driver camp tonight, and it's in honor of all of our 1,500 broadcasts. It will be the Rick Man, the Richard Swavely, the dude doing the thing, putting on a pretty phenomenal show every single week. The old 32 is ready to lock in as we get ready to go. The heavy is on board, 32 doing the thing. I want to thank SIM500, WBD Diecast, of course, for putting on the show tonight as we get ready to go. You're a fan of the how are you doing? She's great. She got a raise today. Hello. How are you doing, dear? Hope you're doing well up there. Congratulations to Budgie and the missus, both of them getting a Moderator of the Year award through Twitch. If you haven't looked, your Twitch recaps are out there. Check those out when you get an opportunity. See who you've been watching the most. Hopefully, it's been yours truly. Let's talk about chase contenders and non-chase contenders. There's a dynamic here. You've got chase contenders like Fuller, Miles, Ryan, Schildhouse, Macklin. The mission early is simple: stay out of trouble, stay in the draft, and don't make a fuel mistake. But a guy like Nick Silver has only 9 starts in the season, but 5 top 5s and 7 top 10s. And that is exactly the kind of part-timer who can steal a win if the strategy falls his way. Eric Arnold has a win, 5 top 10s in 12 starts. He's sneaky good in the draft and could play a spoiler as well. A lot of drivers ready to rock and roll. We're going to be doing the thing. And Eric Arnold actually didn't even start. He didn't start tonight's race. He's, at least I don't see him out there. Either way, it is good. It is there. We are ready. Tommy Ryan ready to take him out. And we're going to go side by side for green flag racing here at Talladega. Yes, the cheesecake is good. Let's go. Let's go. Put a little ride on board with the Rick Man Racing machine as he travels. All right, Toyota 41 on the outside. Good push here from the 73. Everybody trying to take their time. Mr. Van Nest and Christina, thank you both for your likes out there on the stream. I love you both. You're all an amazing, amazing set of human beings, and you continue to impress and be the best in the biz. I thank you very much for being out there. We're going to keep our eyes on what these drivers are going to be doing, and I hope we'll get the chance to talk to the Rick Man. We will interview the top three at the end of the race as drivers go to work, and we'll take a look and see what's happening. Right now, Tommy Ryan starting on the pole. He's good. Chris, thank you for the like, sir. I appreciate you. 91 on the bottom side, second lane working. Again, 75% fuel for the drivers is going to cut the... You know, it's going to cut about, I don't know, it was 30 to 35 laps depending on how you drive when it comes to the pit cycle. That's going to cut a quarter of that off, so we'll see 25 laps-ish, 28 laps-ish, somewhere in between that marker, depending on how this one will fare out. So drivers are out there running right now. I mean, a two pit stop race, if there's no caution, is in the books. And this series has a tendency to run green flag racing. Not a bad deal when it comes to the overall racing semantics of SIM500. Fastest lap of the race on Hollyfield just ran it, 50:28 this time by as we complete our fourth of 65 laps. Three wide racing, 19 to the 41 on the outside. EJ O'Rourke seeing that one to work. And now Brian Macklin going up high. Brian Macklin made a late move there to make that happen, but he is going to go. So, yeah, good things prevailing everywhere. Well, it's good to see everybody out there. Thank you to everybody watching. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We appreciate you all very much for being out there, and make sure you give me all the chats. Give me all the things. Give me all the things that are going on. We love to see it. We're going to have the best in the biz. Joey, league owner, legend in the making. Joey's got that middle three wide working. Outside lane is where he sits. He has Bobby Wetzel there on the inside. Good momentum for all the drivers so far. Bobby Wetzel, one of the drivers has known how to survive long-term when it comes to SIM500. He loves the super speedways, and we love seeing him get up here and mix it up with the boys and all the drivers. I tell you what, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Super Speedway threat all around, 15. The Rich Slavely, one of our driver cams there. Oh, sorry, let me talk about the drivers in blue. There's drivers in blue right there. Those drivers in blue are your chase drivers. Those are all the drivers looking to make something happen and be able to push at the end. Fuller, again, with a 5-point lead, can gamble a little bit here, take his time, and try to make sure that he is good to go. Because part of the allure of super speedways is being able to push and put yourself in contention. But again, if we get to a green flag pit stop, the field's going to separate a little bit, and we'll see how that'll work out and see if anybody's going to work together as far as manufacturers or teammates. There's a lot of people there to work together. Now, on Monday nights, we've seen Stephen Miles and Mark Jorgensen work together. Right now, we're seeing the 99 have the 88 and the 20 working really hard. Schildhouse having a good day. David Schildhouse is maybe one of the hottest drivers in the chase. Has a win, 12 top 5s, 13 top 10s. And if you're talking about race-to-race momentum, Schildhouse has been one of the best closers in this field, along with Justin Fuller. Now, Justin Fuller is he's a commander of the truck. With 6 wins and 16 top 5s in the 18 counted races, a series best 109 driver rating, 5 poles, and this is the benchmark for the WBD Diecast SIM500 Truck Series. And Talladega is another chance for the field to try to knock the king off the hill. He's been phenomenal all season long. Justin Fuller on the bottom side, saving and working hard for his money right now, just keeping himself close enough to keep an eye on the front of this pack. 8 laps complete. We've been green throughout 3x3 as drivers go to work. And I'll tell you what, Schildhouse trying to work his way all the way down into turn 1. Goes across 3 lanes, takes over the lead. And right now the 88 to the 99. And the 88 will have that run on the straightaway. The 24 backing up the corner to the 91 is going to push that inside lane. The 30 did a great job of putting Schildhouse out front, but that second lane, just like yesterday, is almost the place to be. The Schildhouse will see that lane travel. The Wednesday Night Truck Series has been a premier racing series and has been an absolute blast to call. And right now, in through the Trioval area, you look at that side draft that 99 does. He's been able to keep that one at bay, and he's going to lead that lap again for just a moment. But Schildhouse does get credit with a lap led, so that's another point in his favor. Wesley Donaldson doing a great job of keeping it close. WBD Diecast is Wesley Donaldson's company. Check him out on Instagram, WBD Diecast, and get a custom diecast. If you've got a diecast that is or if you got a diecast idea from your your simulator car, whether it's a NASCAR next gen car, or maybe you've got an old Gen 6 paint that you like so much, or maybe you've got an Xfinity paint that you like, but more importantly, how about these Craftsman trucks? Say you've got a paint scheme out there and you need a custom diecast completed. Well, that's the guy to get a hold of. WBD Diecast is the man, the myth, the legend, and he is the sponsor of this series. And love to see it. Wesley Donaldson, Peoria, Illinois, working hard right now as drivers go to work. All the mainstays, everybody holding on back to 2x2. Some drivers dropping out and try to make some things work. About that outside lane, try to prevail again. Tyler Dalton has Macklin with him. That is Brian Macklin in a 30. Macklin working. Fuller still in tow back here with the 17. John Fowler back there with the 71. Kogar up 7. Our Charger currently right now. Anything can change within any kind of margin. Right by to Bobby Wetzel surging the outside lane as Schildhouse controls the bottom side. These trucks have a tendency to overheat if you push for too long, so you might see drivers push hard for a moment, get there, and then have to back off the corner. The 91 doing a great job of keeping enough distance from the 20 to make that happen. Right now, Bobby Wetzel on the outside, Tommy Ryan, they're neck and neck in 3 and 4. As the 99, a little bit free there with the 88, 38 of Coleman to the back bumper. You want to know what this is like to be, 3 wide. Look here. Toughest part of the racetrack here at Talladega is the trial area. It is the slickest portion of the racetrack. The banking of the racetrack in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 keep you pretty much planted into the corner. You get a little bit of waving is what you're seeing right here. But for the most part, the track does a lot for you. Now, on the front tri-oval area, it immediately, because of the difference in banking and the difference on the stance of the trucks, it immediately wants to make the rear of the truck step out. Bobby Wetzel leads on the outside on the back straightaway. Gets into turn 3 and 4. Tommy Ryan back into the middle of the corner. This is on board Nelson Rivera. And he is out of New York. New York, the old 22, knocking it down. I always like to talk about Talladega because it is the one racetrack that could be a lot of fun. Now, the 19 probably overheated there a little bit, had to back off, and right now they're trying to reform that outside lane. If a driver up on the outside lane, like the 30 right there, can get right back to the 19 and keep the 19 close without the 19 having to overheat and do all the pushing, that'll make that lane go faster, but it's easier said than done, and the 30 is going to drop in here. And they'll try to cycle. Right now, Bobby Wetzel surging back ahead with the 19. Tyler Dalton trying to go places. 3x3, some 3-wide racing through 15 laps. As all the drivers are working. And again, looking between 5 and 10 laps for the next green flag pit stop, for the first green flag pit stop of the race. And the drivers you're going to worry about are the drivers that are out front. How about the 3 of Jeff Ryan? He is on board. Good look, good push, good. Nice and easy. There's a 50 of Nick Silver just ahead. Trying not to be deadlocked in the race line right here. Here's the gyro cam that shows the 30-degree banking at this racetrack. Absolutely insane. All the massive stuff. All the massiveness. Thank you, Bollinger. I appreciate you. You're happy about what you said at the same time from last night? I don't know what you mean. About how close your finish was last night. You did good. Last lap shenanigans what took you out. You didn't go 3 wide this early last night. It's okay to go 3 wide. You just got to be able to do what they're doing. You got to hold on. 3 wide racing takes some things up, keeps everybody closer. But again, Talladega is a different style of racetrack. Drivers will be 2x2. Tommy Ryan, Jorgensen Jr., Chad Coleman keeping that second lane alive. 91 trying to keep the 20 moving forward. It's kind of alternating back and forth when it comes to the race currently. 4 lead changes on the race. Tommy Ryan to David Schildhouse. They've been back and forth when it comes to laps led. But again, Schildhouse currently leading on the bottom side. Has led 8 of those laps. Tommy Ryan has led 7 of those laps, and right now the 99 separating a little bit. Gonna get a good push here from the 88. 88 almost had him clear to the bottom side. Right now the 88 trying to shove him all the way out. Schildhouse back out. Will take the inside lane. The 91 doing a great job of manufacturing that right there and trying to keep that inside lane moving forward. Jorgensen Jr. has not led a lap. Wesley led a lap. He has led 2 laps. So Wesley Donaldson only leading 2 laps. Started third. He's made himself work for it. Tyler Dalton up on the outside. Still trying to push his way back forward. He was your outside pole sitter. Five lead changes throughout the race so far. Schildhouse still your race leader. Try to find your pole sitter. Gerald Livingston back there. He's keeping himself calm. I like this man. He's doing great things. Love to see it. 98 just ahead. It's Charles Woods. See what Charles Woods is looking at right here. The back of Bentley Glazer. Glazer, part of the playoff crew. It's 24th right now. Again, reminder, anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. Everybody can do themselves a ton of justice, and everybody can have a ton of fun. And again, it's been a great season to call. It's been a great year of calling races. And we'll be back with SIM500 next season. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see it. Bam! Schildy out front. The children, see the 99 or the 88. 88 trying to get him there. Almost had him clear off, but the 91 having a good line. Joey Jettina up on the outside. He's taking. I clicked on somebody, and the whole thing blinked. My bad. I don't know what happened there. Something happened there. It's crazy. Massive understatement, folks. How about it? Joey trying to get to the front. Logan Kogar there with him as well. What the drivers have to be more cautious about is blowing the engine of the truck. 21 of 65 as drivers are riding around. We'll see who comes to pit road first and who's going to have partners in crime getting out there. Speaking of partners in crime, DPIC is trending on our songs that we've created. If you haven't heard that song, it is on our pseudo creation list. We'll try to possibly put some things in on our Spotify at some point. New music opener for SIM500 as well. If you haven't checked that out, well, go back and watch the first part of the stream. You'll be able to see that. EJ O'Rourke, fastest lap of the race, just ran 50.06. Should be able to catch this pack and move forward. That second lane is fast around this racetrack. How about it, Fuller? 49.94. He takes over that top mark of the fastest lap of the race. We'll see 49s when it comes to some of the drivers trying to catch back up to the field. And everybody starting to park at single file right now. Joe Jettina will work with Fuller here. Bobby Wetzel working. Fuller saved some laps. But again, talking about where the pit stop's going to come into play. 75% fuel, you're going to start seeing them over the next couple of laps. 20 pushing the 99. A chance here for all those drivers working. Churchy, hard work and dedication to iRacing drivers and fans doesn't go unnoticed. Best broadcast on iRacing platform. Thank you, Churchy. You're an amazing human being. You have the biggest pythons in all of iRacing. You are the man, the myth, and you are already a legend. Churchy, thank you, sir, very much for the kind words. It's because you guys are here. That's I couldn't do what I do without drivers like you. So thank you very much for being out there. Thank you for being a driver in one of the more awesome leagues. We call for 3 awesome leagues, right? This driver's coming to pit road now. Jorgensen will take over the lead. Keep our eye on pit road. But getting woed up, it looks like. A lot of drivers getting woed up. I don't see any black flags, so we should be good. Fieldhouse to Jorgensen. Coleman's going to be in tow. 91 on that apron. If it weren't for the drivers, we wouldn't be anywhere near of what we are. So I thank everybody for helping me make iRacing a platform where I can call races and make drivers look like $1 million. And that's one of the things that I have to always keep in mind. Each and every one of you are just amazing. So 24 is going to peel off. We're going to see a lot of drivers peel off right here. Jorgensen Jr. is going to take over. Chad Coleman, Nelson Rivera staying out. We'll keep our eye on drivers coming in. 41 of EJ O'Rourke gets a little contact coming on the pit road, but Jorgensen Jr. will lead this lap. And we'll see all these drivers go one more round. Rick Swavely's going to be one of them. Jeff Ryan, first of the drivers coming off on their pit cycle. There's Nick Silver, Tommy Ryan. Some drivers taking tires and a full tank of fuel. So we'll see how everybody blends together. That is what's going to be curious about it all. There's a 6-truck pack. Jorgensen Jr. up on the outside lane. We'll see the 38, the 22, the 73. Jorgensen Jr. might be trying to peel off here. He's going to slide back in. Hopefully he's not out of fuel, as he will come out tail end of this one. 25 of 65. 38 coming down pit road. Everybody cycling. I tell you what, Jorgensen did a great job. Chad Coleman is going to be working on this one. Fuller coming off pit road with the 30 and the best pit stop. Right sides only at a full tank of fuel. Robert Friery, the third, into the grass here. Having to come back around. He just had a little bit of a detour. He's good. Fuller coming around turn 3 and 4. As we'll start seeing drivers leave pit road. Chad Coleman, Mark Jorgensen Jr., John Hickman Jr., they're all going to be leaving pit road. And so they'll have to get up to speed very quickly because the front tri-oval is full of a bunch of drivers right now. Drivers going to be leaving pit road. Rick Swavely is going to be in third. And hopefully they're going to be able to get up to speed and keep that draft alive. And they're going to reassume the race line. Here they come. Rick Swavely should be able to draft up to the 73. John Hickman Jr., there's the 25 up high. That's Ron Hollyfield into the middle of the corner. Boy Height, Gerald Livingston, John Fowler. Fowler, the 14 of the 80 of Kogar. Trying to get around the 98 here. That 3-truck battle trying to get back into the mix here. Justin Fuller 3 wide again. As all the pace starts to heat back up. The 19 to the 9 on the outside. Fuller to the lead. Schildhaus second. 27 of 65. Fastest laps of the race just ran. 49.99s happening all over the place. Nick Silver, one of the drivers. Keep our eye on the prize. Where's Rick Swavely? He is back here. He's trying to catch the 73 here. John Hickman Jr. still in the draft. He's still close enough to be able to make that happen. These drivers try to play catch up as well. They're trying to get around that inside lane. 4 drivers on the outside. Gerald Livingston to that 21st spot. They're trying to work on that third lane. 14 to the 71 here. Fowler 22.07 on the I rating. Joey trying to push him. 80 trying to push the 14. The 96 there. 71 trying to get clear. 14 trying to roll in. Single file lane would do a big justice here as they try to work. Macklin Schildhaus. Green flag pit stops. 28 of 65 being completed. And we've got a game of catch-up, as it would be. Able to take a hydrate break. Everybody, make sure you grab your popcorn. Grab all of what you've got going on. And keep your eyes on the prize. We'll go side by side. We'll keep an eye on the leaders and keep an eye on the most exciting racing on iRacing. We'll be back. as Nick Silver, your leader on the inside lane, 30 pushing with him. 20 hands to the 99 up high, 30 goes to the outside, trying to lead a lap here. Across the tri-oval area, so far so good. As the race line continues to improve. Mr. Raker, thank you for the like. Rick Swavely, fastest lap of the race is our 1500 iRacing broadcast driver cam. This throws down at 49.76 that last time by. He is flat gotten there. Able to catch up to 73. Time to ride for a little bit. 33 of 65. Little drivers try to work together in the back. Got to do exactly what they do. And there is the onboard sunset happening here. Again, cloud cover on the racetrack, making parts of this racetrack faster than you would normally think. First lap car coming up will be Jorgensen Jr. I think Jorgensen ran out of fuel. I'm not quite sure. Drivers this time by, seeing some of the speed and variances here. The difference between the main pack and the second pack, as we go back and look. We'll take a look at the last times of the drivers. 50-61 for Brian Macklin, all the way back to Rick Swavely and the 25 of Ron Hollingfield, and of course Justin Fuller. All of those drivers running in the 50s. Back in the pack, though. Seeing 51-76 for John Fowler. The 98, the 46, the 80, the 14. This single file race line is not being packed up like it should be. They're losing some ground. 46 to the back bumper to the 71. 80 of Kogar there as well. Kogar down to the bottom side of the apron. They're bleeding speed right now when it comes to cycling the drivers out. And Gerald Livingston trying to keep Charles Woods ahead of him. Got to keep everybody up to speed right now as the 96 pushes the 98 back up. 14 to the back of the 80. Trying to keep the 46 and the 71 working. Right now, 51-91, their last lap. And trying to do more to get themselves rolling forward. Jorgensen Jr. is a lap down. Jeff Ryan is in the middle of the pack. The 88's there as well. So good compromises for the drivers as they go to work. Macklin, your race leader. Back to the race recap. Bottom right of your screen. We'll move some things once again because I did some weird things. And there we go. Yeah, the Megathon can go backwards. There it is. 15 lead changes. Nick Silver, the race leader on the bottom side currently. Ryan Macklin trying to make that one hold the outside lane as well. There we go. Right now, Jeff Ryan, the driver we're focused on, is Mark Jorgensen Jr. up on the outside lane. We're a caution either one of these drivers be involved. They would lose that lucky dog opportunity. No doubt would like to see it. Nick Silver up to pull the lane of Macklin. I'll try to pull the block. Gonna pull the 30. We'll see if the 30 bids that very well. 20 back over the inside. 91 there as well. Macklin ahead of Schildhouse. We'll see if the 50 reads the run here. Not going to be able to read the run. Schildhouse back over the inside. 30 trying to get there. And Schildhouse back to the lead on the inside lane. We'll see what Macklin does here. Does shove Silver way out there. A great push as they go to work. WBD Diecast SIM500, 28 laps to go. We're over halfway through the race. One more green flag pit stop in the works as Nick Silver drops down on the 20 here. Again, trying to control the race line. And again, not making any, he's not making any friends out of all of this. You might call them frenemies. Macklin getting a good push from the 99. Tommy Ryan trying to keep everybody up there. Silver, again, we talk about drivers who can steal one away. I think Silver was on the list of drivers that could do so. Hey, thank you for the follow, Heroes Motorsports. Much love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. $50 up again. Again. Whoa, gets big bumped. Nick Silver. Again, trying to control the race line here. At any point, the more moves he makes, the more often that drivers are going to basically try to drive around him and try to put him in a bad predicament. 24 to the 91 to the 20. 41 on the inside as well. 41 would like to be able to work up with that Navy truck or have his teammate not too far off. Right now, 28 seconds, the gap back to the 17th. That's 22nd here. Kevin Stone and this group trying to work their way up to Gerald Livingston of the 71 and company. Logan Kogar. It's Joey Jatina until Kogar to the 46 of Troy Height. Drivers try to cycle the way forward. 51-43. The last lap for those drivers as they try to push those trucks single file down this down that big. I tell you what, the amount of racing that is still going on with these drivers right here is still insane to see. Fieldhouse back to the lead. Nick Silver on the outside with a 30. There's the 99 there. Bentley Glazer up 12. Our Charger, Logan Kogar as well. Kogar trying to push. Looks Slavely on the inside. Jorgensen Jr. has Bentley Glazer just ahead. Battle for the lucky dog still between two drivers. It's Jeff Ryan and Mark Jorgensen Jr. Jorgensen on the outside will try to get his lap back here. Even on 25, I really do think he ran out of fuel. Or he came in, had to take a drive through. One of the two. It all works that way. 25 laps to go. We're within the margin of drivers trying to hit for their second pit stop. But I imagine drivers are going to go all the way around and do the thing. If you want to be a part of it, I want to make sure that we give some love about it. This Friday, we're going to be racing in a charity race for yours truly. I know Bollinger put it out there earlier. He hit the F cancer, and that is all in regards to raising money for my treatments and my surgery that's coming up. We've been going through treatments as we have been, so. We want to make sure that we continue to make progress on that, and we thank everybody for all the help that we've been able to get and continue to do so. You want to be a part of that? It is Friday, and you have to get a hold of Bollinger. Pat's fan will be able to take care of that and be able to get you the information on that. He is the one putting the race on for me. And to help me out. So we appreciate everybody very much for being a part of it that has already registered for it. Some drivers from the SIM500 series, a lot of drivers from the Chop Shop series, some drivers from the AMP series, and some drivers we've called charity races for in the past. We've done a lot when it comes to raising money and raising awareness for a lot of folks. And we want to make sure that we continue to do all that we can for everybody, not just myself. So. It's an honor and a privilege to call each and every one of these guys, friends and all that stuff. Bentley Glazer working his way forward. Glazer up 14. Here's a look at what he's got going on. Tyler Dalton just ahead. Let's go to the gyro cam. I really like this camera. You see how bad the windshields get. You can hear, and you can hear, I'm going to be quiet for a moment. You can hear how much he's having to manage the throttle. In and out of the gas, in and out of the gas, in and out of the gas. That's what they're doing. To the chat. Here was Motorsports here. Your wife is a cancer survivor, so trust me, when you saw our thoughts and prayers are with me. Thank you very much. Congratulations to your missus. Congratulations. It is a feat of its own. It really is. So congratulations to your missus on beating cancer's butt, and very happy to see that. Very happy to hear that. You know, we need more cures for the simple things. Mine, if I had never known what was going on with my nose, and with a skull fracture that I had a while back, I would never have known I had a meningioma behind my left orbital cavity. And I would never have known how much it progressed into what was developed as skin cancer. So right now, 3 and the 5-1 leaning on each other. They're 3 wide right there. So I have a basal cell carcinoma on my left nostril that spiders into an orbital meningioma behind my left eye, and or behind my left orbital cavity into my sinus cavity. And I've been getting chemo and radiation for it to shrink it all down so that they can go in and remove it, and then cut my nose and make me look like an older Michael. So yeah, we're working on it. It sucks, and it's no fun. But I will tell you that I'm here for the battle. I'm probably in the best spirits you could ask for. I mean, I could only get a little bit. How do I put it? How to put it funny, kindly. I could only get a little. I guess I can't get any uglier. You know, I guess that's the pace to look at it. Can't get any uglier. I can only get better. That's the way I look at it. 88 to the 99. 88 first driver a lap down. Trying to put himself back on the lead lap. A chance to get out there and push. Has a little extra here as drivers peel off. He'll go back to the lead lap. 30 stays there. 20 is going to get right back to the back bumper. 38. Oh, baby. Drivers coming to pit road. They're good. Tommy Ryan, Nick Silver, and Steven Miles on pit road early. As the 88 drives his way back to the front, back on the lead lap's going to drop down as Chad Coleman will look to go with a 5-1 here. And all those drivers saving fuel, and now are going to be trying to look at saving enough to get themselves in a better situation. The 30 and the 5-1, the 41, the 88, trying to stay out to get that lap back. He's going to need somebody to commit with him. 38 down to the bottom. See Chad Coleman get the shove from the 88. He's got a little extra fuel than the rest of the field. As the 38 will peel off, the 5-1's going to peel off as well. Ullman still leading. EJ O'Rourke working. Everybody on pit road trying to lock it down. 5-1. I believe got down to speed. Had to wiggle that truck like you wouldn't believe. But right now, Jeff Ryan, first driver a lap down. Kogar on pit road. Is going to be leaving pit road. Livingston, Jatina, Troy Height, Charles Woods, John Fowler. They came to pit road early. And so they're going to try to work themselves back on the lead lap. And that's going to be most important. Attitude is everything. It does more for your treatment than most for you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that was one of the first things that the doc told me, was that I needed to make sure that I keep myself going. Thank you for the gifted sub, Budgie. I appreciate you. 88's going to come in. Everybody's coming in. Jeff Ryan's going to put himself back on the lead lap. Everybody locking it down. Justin Fuller is going to lead the cycle out. Budgie got bot of the year. 17, Kevin Stone. Going to be first driver trying to not stay a lap down. There's the 22 going back around. This driver's going to work, so that'll be where that's at. Jorgensen Jr. losing a couple of spots here. There's Randy Yoakum working hard. Cycle continues. Final green flag pit stop as the drivers go to work. Tyler Dalton leads them off pit road. And they'll have a bigger group coming off pit road right now. Stephen Miles in tow, trying to catch back up to this pack. Fuller's going to be up to speed. And he's going to try to see Tyler Dalton raise him some money and say, here we go. Outside lane prevailing right now. 5-1, 30, and a 36. Going to the front, Bentley Glazer in third. Fuller saving everything he can, riding, and now it's go time. Ryder the third coming off pit road. Nelson Rivera out. Sigmund's going to be out. Jeff Ryan coming on pit road. Is going to be out of pit road. Jorgensen Jr. is trying to get one of those laps back. Has Randy Yoakum just ahead of him on the outside lane. Randy Yoakum, natural lap down when it comes to green flag pit stops. Going to see the 88 on the inside. The battle for position here as they all go to work. Justin Fuller closing is going to be Tyler Dalton, Wesley Donaldson. The single file race line working as hard as they can to get themselves there. And right there is the 73 of John Hickman Jr. Stephen Miles in that main pack as well. Chance for some spots. Chad Coleman needing some help from the 32 of Rick Swavely as they try to catch Ron Hollyfield here and try to get back up to that main pack. 15 laps to go. We've been green flagged since the word go. Full 50 laps at the line as we get rolling. 50 green flag laps, 41.91. There's the 22 there as well. That is going to be Nelson Rivera, and I believe that's the 48. It is Mark Schrader. These drivers trying to push themselves away. They're going to stay on the inside. Definitely going to try to force no issue here. 48 stays low, gets low for the drivers. 22 is going to be swallowed up here. 48 being the kind driver, letting them have it. 22 on the bottom side, letting the race line prevail. Is now the 91 of Wesley Donaldson to the outside. WBD Diecast on board, SIM500. 14 laps to go to be 13 at the line. Tyler Dalton looking for it, looking for the magic number. Albert Friery the third there. John Hickman Jr. EJ O'Rourke fastest lap of the race. A 49.46. They are blasting times away. And Bobby Wetzel trying to move him to the front. Bobby slides back down. 41 working. 91, 88 trying to get a run. They're going to be 3 wide again. 19 pushes up. The 2 on the bottom side, holding the predictable line, keeping himself right there. Is now Brian Macklin and Tyler Dalton go back into the racing line. 88 big blink out of him there. He's fine though. Settles back in, rolling into the corner. 13 laps to go. It'll be the 91 to 30. 19 working. 5-1, 24, 36. Back into the main pack here. You're going to see the 20 of David Schildhouse in 10th. The 99 of Tommy Ryan right there with him. Nick Silver. They're trying to catch 9 seconds of gap, but they're 2 by 2. Brian Macklin out front. 19 to the 5-1. 30 to the 90. 12 laps to go. Here's the 22 in company. In the 48, the 04 to the 8. The 8 is Randy Yoakum, right behind the 04, Doug Sigmund. These are battles for position. First driver outside of that playoff zone. It's to be Mark Jorgensen Jr. He didn't have a great week last week, but he's up there trying to contend to make sure he's on the lead lap if something does go wrong. And he is helping everybody move forward. Every lap is a blissful lap for the 88. John Hickman Jr. just behind. Playoff drivers 1 through 4. Let's see, Glazer, Miles up there as well. Schildhouse is in 10th. Tommy Ryan at 11th. 13th is going to be Chad Coleman. As 12 drivers duke it out for a championship here. We have 2 races left And those two races are going to be amazing. And the alerts, I don't know if the alerts are working or not, Budgie. They should have been. I heard it. I saw it. I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's find out. I don't know what's going on with that. Give me a moment. I might need to re-sign back into where the alerts are. It might have needed reauthorized. Yep. I think that's what happened. All right, they're door to door. 10 laps to go. Onto the front straightaway. 91 on the inside, 19 there. Wesley Donaldson looking for a good pickup here. Going to lead another lap. So far, the race has been awesome. 57 of 65 complete, 26 lead changes. Wesley Donaldson, that leader, 9 laps to go. The track ever-changing. 88 has the 73 of John Higman Jr. there. A chance for Stephen Miles to poke the nose and poke the bear if he can get the opportunity. 1991, SIM500 on the bottom. Toyota on the outside. As Jorgensen pushing as well. Checking out David Schildhouse back here with the 50 of Nick Silver. This group got organized quick, fast, in a hurry here. Some lap down trucks in there as well, but it's keeping that pack moving forward. Jorgensen Jr. to the 30, to the 73, 8 laps to go. All right. Okay. Chris Cornett liked. And sorry that the alert didn't work for Heroes. Heroes did give us a follow, and I don't know why it didn't work. I don't know why it didn't show up, but I just reauthorized the alerts to make sure we were going to go. 30 drops in. Is now the 73. There to go with the 24. 73, 88. A big push for the 91. 91 pushes Macklin out there, and we'll see who's got what. 7 laps to go. 88 trying to manage his own race right now. 73 to the back bumper. 30 up high, 19. 91 was setting up. 88 keeping him there. 88's going to keep the line. 30 trying to find the run as the 88 did a great job of managing Ryan Macklin's race there. Now Wesley Donaldson back on the bottom side, 19, 5-1, middle on the bottom. And we're going to see who goes where and how they do it. Two by two, 6 laps to go. Don't keep your eye out for drivers back here, because if something happens in the main pack, especially on the back straightaway, there's a chance that something could happen. This race could end up on its lid, or it could be absolutely 110%, unequivocally, the race that determines who's going to have a bigger mark in this chase format. Donaldson, Dalton, Fuller on the inside. Bentley Glazer's there as well. John Higman Jr., the furthest non-playoff driver, up high. Bobby Wetzel trying to make it there as well. He's got the outside lane prevailing. Working up. John Higman Jr. going to the outside. 24 back on the inside. Teammates for Monday night there. Middle second lane. 88 trying to shove the snot out of the 30 right now. 30 trying to find a commitment. 88 trying to get him there. Right now the 73 working. 24. Right behind the 88. We're going to see who does what. Right now, 73 has Bobby Wetzel and Robert Friery III. Up on the outside, John Hickman Jr. to lead. Bobby Wetzel there with him. Bobby committing to that truck. Third lane working. Robert Friery III trying to get that lucky dog spot. And keeping him up there. Right now, Hickman Jr. leads on the outside lane. 30 trying to pull up the side draft. That third lane doing very well right now. 9 to get there and push. It's a wind tunnel of perspective. Wesley Donaldson leads back on the inside. 88 trying to pull him. And right now, we're going to be 3 laps to go at the line. 73 will be 4 wide right now. Bobby Wetzel across the line. 73, rock hard spot. 4 wide into turn 1. 73 goes back a spot. 73 to push Bobby Wetzel. Robert Friery III there. Outside lane loses ground. And now a chance. E.J. O'Rourke to the back bumper of Stephen Miles up high. As we'll take a look, trying to see where this one's going to work out here. 9 back to the outside, 2 to the wall, just a touch there. The racing's about to get busy. Lap traffic ahead. If you don't think that's going to play a factor, it's going to play a factor. Gerald Livingston leading that bottom side. That'll be Joey Jettina in 16th as Kogar there. Wesley Donaldson, Brian Macklin, 2 laps to go. As a 9 makes a charge, 73 down. There's Kevin Stone there as well. 2 to go. We're going to see who's got what. And we're going to be 3 wide with lap traffic coming ahead as we get into turn 3 and 4. Wesley Donaldson, bottom side. Brian Macklin, outside. The 24 there. There's not an opportunity to make a pass. You're going to see it here. The driver's working. They come around. White flag waves, final lap. 91-19, it's on like Donkey Kong. Stephen Miles to the outside. 41 to the 24, chance to go. Side draft special right now as the outside goes to work. Stephen Miles trying to challenge the corner on the outside. 91, 30, 41 there, 41 to the 88. Out of the corners, out of 3 and 4. A race to the line. Brian Macklin, Wesley Donaldson across the line. Macklin clears. Brian Macklin's going to win. Donaldson, O'Rourke, your top 3. Brian Macklin, winner at Talladega in the chase. 65 green flag laps. And Brian Macklin, the victor. What a race. What an end. What a night. Talladega. Coming in clutch for Brian Macklin. He gets the win here tonight as Wesley Donaldson will come home second. Tyler Alton third. E.J. O'Rourke, Bobby Wetzel, your top 5. Fuller finishes in 6. Stephen Miles in 7. Bentley Glazer, John Hickman Jr., Tommy Ryan, your top 10. Coleman, Schildhouse, Swavely, Nick Silver, Ron Hollyfield, Joey Jattina, Logan Kogar, John Fowler, Charles Woods, Troy Heights, your top 20. As we go down the rest of your race results. 21st is Gerald Livingston, Jorgensen Jr., 22nd, Nelson Rivera, Randy Yoakum, Doug Sigmund, your top 25. Kevin Stone, Jeff Ryan, Robert Fryery III, and Mark Schrader through 29th. That'll be your drivers tonight. A great race for all of the drivers. A phenomenal race, to say the least. It was a lot of fun to call. And we're going to talk to the top three because that's what we do. And it's going to be a blast. How about it? Brian Macklin getting it done in this tell-all. That's what it is. It's a tell-all. And I like tell-alls. Good things are good. Good. They're all good. I'm having to type something out. Sorry. Got notes. I'm waiting for Brian. Where's he at? Come on, Brian. Come on, Brian. What an awesome thing. How many laps he leads? 16 laps led. And an awesome time. An awesome time. Phenomenal race there for the 30. Needing every bit of it to work in his favor. And he did everything right, man. I tell you what, a great, great day for racing when it comes to what we saw. Got to see Wesley Donaldson lead some laps. He finished the second. That's a good points day for him. Tyler Dalton, of course, gets third. Was not again when it came to the race results. We open that back up. Tyler Dalton got third. I know the tower is saying EJ O'Rourke, but Tyler Dalton got third, and it was just by like a minuscule amount. And it was a close finish at the end. I love it. Love seeing it. I love hearing about it. I love watching it. How about we talk to your race winner, competing in this chase and doing it dirty? I tell you what, you were part of my pre-race. You were a driver to look out for. And Brian, congratulations on getting the win here. Man, oh man, that was it was some of the cleanest, hair-raising racing of all racing. What a what a race you had. Congratulations on the win here tonight at Talladega, right here in the heart of the playoffs. This is a race that could flip anything on its lid.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the points look like after tonight because I was a little behind coming in. I'm not even sure who the points leader was, if I'm being honest with you, but I needed a good run. I needed to try to lead some laps. I think I led the most laps, which is another bonus point, and see how everything plays out. So it was a lot of fun though. Really clean, like you said, but also chaotic at the same time because everybody's really fighting hard. I knew Tyler's trying to get points, Fuller's trying to get points, and I wanted to win. That was my main thing.
I mean, you get points for winning too. Like that's maximizing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking at. I was 11 in the behind before this race, so I needed points if I was going to have any chance. And really, like you said, the only way you're going to do it is go out there and try to win a couple of these last three. And we started off right by winning this one, so that's big.
65 green flag laps, and I say this all the time. SIM500 knows how to super speedway.
Yes, that is one thing that is always exciting about racing here at super speedways is that you might get one or two cautions because somebody makes a slip up or something, but for the most part it's going to be a green flag race. So that was really cool. You can plan for that when we race here. Very rarely do we have a bad super speedway race, so I knew from the drop of the gate that you were going to have to get track position and then maximize your time on pit road, which I felt like Fuller and I did an incredible job on both pit stops. I think that's what got us in a position to even have a chance to win the race. And then it was just about maintaining it in that final run.
Part of the allure of the trucks at Talladega is the fact that you can commit. But here lately, watching the commitment of trucks, it's only for about a lap and a half, 2 laps, and you're kind of jostling after that because the trucks have a tendency to overheat. The super speedway package in the truck is it seemed like, especially at Talladega. I watched it yesterday and I watched it today. You could tell when drivers needed to back off.
Yeah, the trucks overheat really fast. I wasn't paying attention at the beginning of the race, and luckily the spotter tells you, "Hey, check your temperature," because if he didn't, I wouldn't have been here right now. But yeah, they overheat really fast, and they're very hard to cool off. So you've got to be very mindful of that. You really just have to give yourself space and hope for the best. But just got to go out there and get it.
I always say on super speedways, it's a hope for the best and pray for the worst, or pray for the best and hope for the, I don't know, whatever that phrase is anymore. But man, a race for the ages, always an opportunity. I'm waiting for them to update the points real quick, and I was gonna take a look. I was kind of stall it a little bit because I want to be like, hey, congratulations, this is how many spots you moved. But we'll wait in anticipation because. When I was going over the points earlier, coming into today's race, I mean, you were like you were talking about, you were a little behind, but you gained 5 spots last week. This week, I think you're going to gain a couple of more. So, you were 2 points behind Schildhaus, 3 points behind Tommy Ryan, and you put some positions between you and both those drivers. So, and that's huge. That's a big day for you. And with the laps led, and then of course the win bonus here, that's going to put you close to Justin when it comes to these point standings, and that's a big day.
Yeah, they actually just updated the points, so I'm 2 behind now after that. So yeah, I mean that was a big jump. That was a 9-point jump for me, and we're going to what I consider my best track, which is Iowa. So hopefully we can go out there and maybe try to get 2 in a row, and for all intents and purposes should give me the points lead, and then it's just going to be about trying to protect it in Homestead. So I mean, I'm projecting that I'm going to do well at Iowa. I don't know what's going to happen next week, but certainly going to go out there and try to win, just like I did tonight, and see what happens with the points.
Just got to hold off that old 5-1. I know you guys work a lot together, but got to hold them off. And I know that Iowa's got some banking to it, but it is still considered a flat track. And if I know anything about flat tracks, Fuller's ready to go with that too. But it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a blast to see what you guys do. I'm excited because that's 2 points that are going to be easily made up in the right direction, as it would be. But congratulations on the win here. Brian, brother, give you shout outs. WBD Diecast Truck Series looks good on you.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to first of all thank you guys for doing the broadcast. It's fun to go back and watch these. Got to thank the admins for putting on the show. Without them, we're not racing. Obviously, Wesley and everybody else that's a part of the sponsor group here at SIM500. Fuller, EJ, my teammates, they help kind of with the strategy and just keeping me level headed when I get a little hot headed. So definitely got to thank them. And yeah, I mean everybody that ran tonight. It was a great race, a lot of fun, very clean. Need to do that more on the smaller tracks too.
I like it a lot, Brian. Not a wrong part about that at all, brother. I appreciate you as always. I look forward to seeing what happens next week. Congratulations once again.
Yes, sir. Hopefully we're doing this again in about a week.
I like it. I like that. That's the big kicker right there. It's the big kicker right there. It's gonna come down to a couple of points. I just know it. All right, Brian, we'll check at you later.
All right, have a good one.
You too. It's Brian Macklin coming home in Victory Lane. Wesley Donaldson, the man behind the name WBD Diecast. Wesley Donaldson coming home P2. You did everything you needed to do, and I know that Tyler was trying to get you there. I know that everybody was trying to work hard to get that 91 to victory lane. But P2 tonight, and a clean finish, and a very, very hard raced last 15 laps, and well deserved. I know it's P2. I know you want that win, but again, another bounce in the points, another driver that I said you can't count out, and it showed up tonight. Congratulations, man, P2, and some laps led. You killed it.
Yeah, it's one of those where, I mean, obviously you want to end up in victory lane, but anytime you're in a playoff situation at a super speedway, I mean, a second place finish is fantastic at that point. So, I mean, Tyler was running hot there. He tried really hard. I know I won this race earlier this season, last time we ran here, but I didn't even have a teammate behind me then, but it doesn't always work out the way you want it to at this place.
I was watching Jorgensen. I was like, Chevy's he might lift a little bit, but I don't think he could lift. He had so much behind him going. But I mean, that's just me thinking manufacturer trying to stir the pot.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing we were looking at with Mark is he was a lap down. So we didn't know what was going to happen come the last lap, if he was going to bail or if he was going to like stay in pushing whoever. Obviously the right call would have been to get up maybe in front of him, but I didn't really trust being in front of Macklin just off like past history. And I didn't want Macklin to get lined up with Fuller or EJ or a few of his teammates that were around that area. So Tyler and I debated on like trying to control both lanes, but figured it was probably going to be easiest just to try to stick together and hope that we worked together well enough, but ended up being just a little bit short.
I mean, you worked really, really, really well, and that's good because there's too many times that I'm like, no, not Wesley. So I love seeing you up here. I love seeing you get the kudos for the driver that you are.
I appreciate it. It's this season's been a little up and down, been a little rough. Didn't have a good finish last week, so haven't had the best start to the playoffs. But this is one of those races. You take the momentum and you keep rolling and hope that by the time we get to the last race, I'm in a spot to maybe win it.
Well, we watched big swings today. We saw what Brian did today. And again, you gained a spot on the playoff board. And that's, they did update the points, and back to it here real quick. You gained a spot. You're one behind Chad. You're 18 points behind Fuller, but 2 races left. That can swing a big direction as well. And I think that's the reason why I think the chase format is one of the reasons why I like the playoffs. I don't like the single elimination races. I like drivers being able to duke it out. And so the chase format it is my favorite format of racing when it comes to, the best of the best trying to get out there and be consistent for the last X amount of races. And it's good to see because now you can fight for it.
Yeah, I think any format that has like 5 or more races in a chase format is kind of ideal in my opinion. I know we were doing that in Cup. Up until this year, we were doing like 2 5-race segments where it would cut down after the first 5 races, and then with this, obviously, it's just 5 straight races. That's enough time that like you got to be on your game, you got to be consistent. But if you have a little bit of a bad race, you can potentially make it up unless somebody's just lights out. Like you look at something like Tony Stewart when he won that last championship in real life. Same thing. If somebody's that lights out, they're gonna win.
Yeah.
But or like in this situation, you look at a guy like Mark who really couple things change in 2 of these races and he's right up there at the top. Easily a 40-point swing between Rockingham and here. So a couple things can ruin it, but as long as you're decent, you're never really like out of it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. And, a win, maybe 2. That's a point swing in your direction. And I like to see it. I like getting the chance to talk to you because, what has it been, a couple of years now that I've been calling races either with SIM500 or something you've been involved in, and watching the growth from just the short amount of time that I've been a part of not just this series but all the other series. It's you kind of cheer for the guy who puts his name on the sign.
Yeah, yeah, I appreciate it. It's always nice to have somebody at least, pulling for you. I don't think I've been up here to talk to you as much as I've really wanted to this season, but we still got a couple more races we can get up here. So hopefully be up here maybe on the first step of the podium for the last two.
I'd like that. I'd like that. Because I have a tendency to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Go ahead.
We don't need anybody like Fuller winning another race. He wins too many races. Shieldhouse wins too many races. Macklin, he just won. He's okay. He doesn't need another one. So somebody else get up there.
Yeah. Fuller 6 wins on the season. So, he could be done. But you do have a win on this season. We have talked to you in that regard. So, maybe going for 2 next week at Iowa. Brother, I appreciate you. Congratulations on a P2 tonight. Give you shout outs, man. We're gonna bid you a good one on this one.
Yeah, just say thanks to everybody here at SIM500, all the admins, everybody who helps put this stuff on every week. There's a lot of work that goes in on the back end that a lot of people don't see. So appreciate everybody that helps out. All the league sponsors, Cook's Landscape Group, Trans Service, I can't even, Goat Racing Diecast, just anybody at all who helps out. It's always really appreciated to help this thing keep going and, help the sponsorships or what helped like pay people like you to do these broadcasts and everything too, and or have some championship payouts and other series and things like that. Last fall, shout out to WBD Diecast, which is my company. I do custom diecast for current day Cup, Truck, Xfinity, ARCA, iRacing paint schemes as well. And then thanks to Tyler too for pushing there at the end. I mean, like I said, anytime you can finish up front in a playoff race at a super speedway, whether it's a win or not, second and third place finish is, nothing to be sad about.
No, definitely not. And for whatever reason, the overlay didn't switch over until just now. So that was Wesley Donaldson I was talking to the entire time. Okay. Props, everybody. Peoria, Illinois. There you go. And I don't understand it. But yeah, man, congratulations. I like it. I like seeing it. Make sure you check him out. You saw the Instagram on his truck when we were on board with him at WBD Diecast. Go give him some love. And there's links in the description. Check him out as well. But man, what a race. What a race. Congrats, Wes. I appreciate you as always. And let's get some more of that next week.
Yeah, well, goal to be up here again.
I like it. Hey, that's what Jorgensen says every week.
I don't know. I mean, he would be up here the whole broadcast if he had a choice, but
he's I love him. He has the most energy of all drivers out there. So we're just going to keep showing the love and support for that, man. Every single week. Wesley, I appreciate you, sir. We'll see you next week. Good luck with the rest of your races this week.
Yep, see you then.
It's Wesley Donaldson coming home in P2. Last but not least, Tyler Dalton coming on P3. Even though it's going to say P4 on the overlay because iRacing was faster than the overlays, and there's no more live scoring because all the drivers came across. But, brother, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Tonight was a night of almost. Did a little bit of practice for qualifying. Really wanted that pole. I knew Tommy was going to be the main competition, and I didn't want the wind and everything to play a factor into it. So I was watching when he went out and tried to time it exactly. So it was just whoever ran the best lap gets a pole, and credit to him. 2/1000th of a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, we got shuffled on that opening lap. I was expecting Mark to stay with me there, but I guess David went 3 wide off of 2. I thought it was a little bit early for that, but got shuffled back there. Sort of frustrated because I knew at that point Wesley, my teammate, was behind Tommy, and I was going to be in good shape to at least get a lap led there. But worked our way back up through there. Had some really good pit stops. Every time we came into pit road, I think I probably gained 5 to 8 spots. At the end there, like I said, we just all nailed our pit stops and it cycled out where I had the lead there, but then Fuller got hot and Wesley hopped in front of me. I really wish I could have pushed him to the win. I was doing my best. it was just getting too hot there. These trucks, I think iRacing, hopefully maybe with an update, they'll adjust the cooling a little bit because
Mhm.
once you get them hot, it was just so hard to cool them down. You'd see like the third line would get a huge run, and they would really get up there. But if the guy that was being pushed didn't get clear, then that third line would die
Yeah.
just because the pusher couldn't maintain the pushing needed for that line to keep going. And so there at the end was sort of just stuck side by side. Can't really go anywhere. I think both trying to keep it as cool as we can, but I was overheating all the way from turn 4 to the start finish line, doing all I can, and just wasn't quite enough. But got third, and like I said, man, wish we could have got pushed Wesley to the win there. I think we probably still would have got third, but would have been better just for us as a team. But good race. Great to have a caution free race at Talladega. I haven't seen one of those in a while, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys put on a show. This is one of those questions of racing I've noticed it over the last 3-ish weeks that the trucks are doing what they're doing, and I think that was my only complaint yesterday as well when it came to the racing. I mean, caution is going to happen, and if they happen, they happen. But that just if it happens early in the race, it has a tendency to kind of push its way out. But you guys were able to run 2 green flag pit cycles. The fuel mileage was kind of right on board with trying to save and trying to push at the same time. And when you guys had that first pit cycle, it was kind of a mid-pack pit cycle. And then, finding yourself out front again. But when you guys came to pit road the last time, I think you pitted earlier than. Let me take a look. Or you put it a lap later with Wesley than a few of the other drivers that try to stay out there, and try to cycle forward. You guys came out with a head of steam. You came out ahead of the pack that was chasing. It was such a good pit stop, 9.33 on your pit stop time. That's insane for getting in there taking fuel to make it to the end.
Yeah, we were sitting there looking at our fuel, and we always at one point they was telling me earlier in the run they did worst case scenario 10-7 if I'm leading. But as we ran on, we all saved a little bit, and by the time we pitted, I only needed instead like 9-8. So I took 10-2 and left side tires. I think honestly, taking the left side tires helped me get out of the pit stall better there at the end.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of the guys from like 10th to 15th probably took maybe 13 gallons instead of 10, and that just was enough to make them lose that little lead pack there. Like I said, I don't think they necessarily couldn't make it on 10-2. I think they just miscalculated how much fuel they needed.
I think some drivers took tires as well. Yeah, Tommy took tires. Chad looks like he took tires. Looks like Rich, or not Rich, Nick Silver took tires. I'm pretty sure more drivers took tires there too, and that might have been part of the a full set, not two. They took a full set, so and that's a lot of time to lose.
Oh yeah, I'm a little surprised to hear some guys took tires because I checked my tire wear for the first run. It was 99, 98.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only reason I even considered taking the left there at the end is to get the better launch out of the pit box. And like I said, I almost thought I got way too good of a X off pit road. I had a big gap back to Wesley, and but he caught up back to me, and he had EJ pushing him, and then we were able to run the 3 down that had pitted a lap earlier. And at that point, we just sort of settled in. But the short, the smaller fuel tanks was definitely changed the strategy a little bit because felt like every time we'd be trying to find a way to get a run together, we look up into the, oh, by the way, we got to pit in about 6, 7 laps. So if you're on the top, you're like, well, might as well find a way to the bottom.
It worked. It worked really nicely, and you guys did everything you could. I know that given another lap, it might have been a different story because that inside line could have been just a little bit more in it. So, but Tyler, phenomenal job nonetheless. Again, another good points night for The drivers in blue, that includes you. So up 2 spots. You're 14 points behind Iowa. And coming up next, of course, 2 races left at the chase for a championship, and positive momentum on a super speedway is everything.
Yeah, really like Iowa and Homestead, so looking forward to those. Wish we would have had a better Rockingham. But it sucks that we pretty much got put in the wall twice by 2 non-playoff guys there that felt like we had a top 5 car there in advance. I think 14th. So that put us in a hole. We'll see what we can do with Iowa and Homestead, and at least try to finish decent in the points. I'm happy to even be in the playoff after the way our season started. My first top 5 of the year was with the win at Pocono, and then I put a couple more together since then. But definitely didn't start the season off well. Hopefully, we can finish it with a bang, though.
It's going to be a blast to watch. It's going to be a blast to see because anything can happen over the course of the next 2 weeks. And the next 2 races is going to be over the next 3 weeks, actually. So I wanted to make sure I, put that out there and make sure that I'm calling everything. Let me look at the schedule one more time. Yeah, 2 races over the next 2 weeks, December 10th and December 17th. So we got 2 races left. I'm a week off. Thanksgiving has really, really screwed me up. I don't understand why, but I feel like I'm a week further than what I'm supposed to be. It was crazy.
I definitely feel you there. Tonight's first laps I've ever in since we raced on Monday at Homestead, and that was the Monday before Thanksgiving. So felt like hadn't been in the car forever. So I guess trial by fire at Talladega, but we pulled it off. So good job tonight for the entire field. No one was really doing anything stupid. So
Yeah. That first major incident we saw was on the white flag lap. Outside of that, it was just stuff and things, and trying to make sure that your front bumper could taste the back bumper of Wesley Donaldson there. So, congrats, Tyler. Give a shout outs, man. This was it was a blast to call, of course. 65 green flag laps and a phenomenal race here tonight for the chase here at Talladega.
yeah, I just want to thank WBD Diecast, Trend Service, Cook's Landscape, and all the great sponsors of the league have all supported us for a long time now. Looking forward to having Trend Service come back to sponsor our Grand National Series on Sundays. And thanks to all the admins here and for you putting on the broadcast.
My pleasure, Tyler. Well, good luck at the rest of your races this upcoming week, and we'll see you next Wednesday, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's Tyler Dalton coming home in P3 tonight. I know it says P4 down there, but he is P3, I promise. No question about it. No status quo. Tyler's going to jump down. He's doing the thing. That was a good race, folks. It was a good dang old race. Ain't nothing wrong with having, we have a different winner. I said Brian Macklin was a good shot. I thought Stephen Miles just needed somebody else behind. I think it was Donaldson. That was not Donaldson. It was Bobby Wetzel. He needed somebody behind Bobby Wetzel to help that outside lane go. I had a little bit of thought that was going to be the case. Stephen was waiting till the end to push it as well. And again, he's gotten a win at a super speedway as well. But what a show here tonight at Virtual Talladega Super Speedway for race 3 in the chase of the WBD Diecast SIM500 Truck Series. We went 65 laps green to checkered, no cautions, 10 different leaders and 33 lead changes. Exactly what you'd expect for when you unleash this field in the draft with 75% fuel load, and tell them it's a straight points fight to the finish of the season. In the end, Brian Macklin coming from 10th on the grid to win the race, picking up the maximum points with a race victory. Most laps led with 17, and all important bonus markers. Behind him, Wesley Donaldson brings home P2. Tyler Dalton grabs a strong P3. EJ O'Rourke charges from deep into the field to finish P4. And Bobby Wetzel rounds out your top 5. I said keep your eye on Bobby. And Bobby was the man championship heavyweight. So we're all over the first few rows of the results. Fuller brings home P6 to keep his title hopes in great strength. Stephen Miles, solid in P7. Bentley Glazer P8, John Higman Jr. with a big P9 after leading a lap. And pole sitter Tommy Ryan ends up P10 after getting shuffled late in that lead pack. Clean discipline, no yellow super speedway racing fueled by green flag pit cycles, teamwork inside the draft. This one is, how do I put this? This one is absolutely going to tighten and twist the chase picture heading into the final stretch for the next 2 races. Folks, we love you. We appreciate you. Thank you to WBD Diecast and, of course, SIM500 for being on board with us over here at Signature Esports. And beyond that, we will be back. You'll see me racing on Friday. We'll be live streaming on Twitch tomorrow and during the day on Friday as well. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe every single platform that we are on, because it matters, and continue to do so. If you're out there on YouTube, you can check out Driving Life Simulator. It is a video I posted today. Go out there, check it out. Give that a like for me if you don't mind. It's a unique thing. It is unique. It's nothing like iRacing, but it's pretty unique. So go out there and give it some love. Give it a good check if you don't mind for me. But outside of that, good race, 65 green flag laps. On behalf of Signature Esports, this is Jason saying good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Thank you for spending some time with us, and we'll see you next time for more SIM500 action. Have a great night, everybody. Peace out.